Hi, today I'm making a fun Mario Kart character cookie. Let's get started. First I'm going to outline all of the different areas on the cookie and put a little squiggle of icing in the middle of each section. That's because all of these sections are really little and little areas tend to crater when they dry, and putting a little squiggle of icing in there helps with that. I am also using 20 to 25 second icing for all of these areas, also to help prevent cratering. But because the icing is thicker, I'm going to have to work with it a little more to get it to lie smooth. Character cookies are a little bit more difficult for me to make. I don't know why, but they are. So I wanted to make this cookie a little bit larger, and it is more of a focal point cookie. It also would be a great topper on a birthday cake. To make this cookie, I searched on the internet for an image that I wanted to use, and then I printed it out on paper in the size that I wanted. I rolled out some sugar cookie dough and then put it in the freezer to set up for about 15 minutes before cutting out my image. To cut out the cookie, I placed my paper image on top and then cut around it using an up and down motion with a small kitchen paring knife. I'm only making one of these cookies, but if you wanted to make a whole bunch, you could cover your paper cutout with packing tape on both sides and then save the image and use it over and over and over again. Now, as you can see here with the ears, I'm using my paintbrush to slightly press in part of the ear. To do that, I dipped my paintbrush in cornstarch, and because the icing is thicker, I'm able to kind of manipulate it like you would clay and make it look like there's a little bit of an inner part of the ear. Also, because the icing is thicker, I'm going to stop at many times along the way when I'm filling areas and smooth it out before continuing to pipe the rest of the area. With thicker icing, you need to move a little bit quicker so that it doesn't set up before you get it smoothed out. And in order to start back in again, just put your icing bag tip right into the icing that you've already piped and continue. For the number plate on the cart, I decided I wanted it to be flat and not puffy, so I'm taking cornstarch and again pressing it flat using my boo-boo stick from the cookie countess. Because a lot of these areas are small, you're going to need to use a toothpick or a scribe or even a fine-tipped paintbrush to kind of push the icing into the corners and edges of where you want it to go. Another thing is you want to let areas that are touching each other dry for at least 5 minutes before you pipe in the area that's right next to it. This will help keep separation between the areas and not allow the icing to blend together. Having this music playing makes me feel like I'm in a race to see if I can finish the cookie faster than anyone else. And hopefully I don't hit a banana peel along the way and have to start something over. I made this cookie for a Nintendo collaboration that I was doing on Instagram, and I chose Mario Kart because it was a favorite game that we would play with the kids when they were younger, and of course the kids always managed to smoke us at this game. Sheesh, I was lucky if I could stay on the road. I'm a better cookier than I am a video game player. I want the brim of the hat to stand out more than the rest of the hat and the face, so I'm going to pipe over it a number of times in order to make it stick out farther. When filling in the hand, make sure that you don't go over the lines that you made for the fingers. You want the fingers to stay separated. When I finished piping all the areas with the icing, I let Mario dry overnight, and then I used gel food colors and edible markers to paint Mario's face and add the details to the cart and the tires. So for the face, I used a flesh tone gel food color thinned with glycerin, and I painted the face a flesh tone color. I used edible markers to draw the M on the hat and on the cart, and also to add the details to the eyes. I used silver to paint the chrome on the car and add some details to the tires. See the description for more details on that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Now I'm going to go play Mario Kart. Anybody want to take me on?